Coming in, and this is an update on Salman Rushdie's health front. He continues to be on ventilator, likely to lose an eye, unfortunately. Rushdie's liver has been severely stabbed and damaged. New York cops identified the man who stabbed Rushdie. The suspect has been identified as a 24-year-old, goes by the name of Hadi Matar. Cops say that they suspect that the accused jumped out of stage attack Rushdie. Rushdie, remember, was stabbed in neck and abdomen. Cops are saying Rushdie is undergoing a surgery.
Working to identify the suspect who was involved in the attack at the Chautauqua institution earlier today. The suspect has been identified as Hadi Matar, age 24, from Fairview, New Jersey. Earlier today, at approximately 10:47 a.m., guest speaker Salman Rushdie, age 75, and Ralph Henry Reese, age 73, had just arrived on stage at the institution. Shortly thereafter, the suspect jumped onto the stage and attacked Mr. Rushdie, stabbing him at least once in the neck and at least once in the abdomen. Mr. Rushdie was provided medical treatment by a doctor who was in the audience until EMS arrived on scene. Mr. Rushdie was airlifted to a local trauma center and is still currently undergoing surgery. Like I said, it's very early. We don't have any indication of a motive at this time, but we are working with the FBI, the Sheriff's Office, and we will determine what the cause of this was or what the motive for this attack was.
Our foreign affairs editor Geeta Mohan is getting asked more details on that story. The police, Geeta, in New York are talking about the fact that they have no details yet on the motive behind this heinous attack on Salman Rushdie, but there is a great deal of speculation that 34 years after his book, the anger continues to simmer, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, Sneha. Anybody who's read Salman Rushdie, and there would be only a very few who are into reading and would not have read Salman Rushdie's work. They're reading under the shock because a lot of them must have woken up to the news of Salman Rushdie having been attacked yesterday in New York. Like you rightly said, the agent of Salman Rushdie, Andrew Wylie, in a statement said that he had suffered severed nerves to his arms and could lose an eye. He is still on ventilators, so the matter is rather serious. And while the motive has not been revealed by the police authorities, they have apprehended the man. The man is being questioned and interrogated. And yes, like you rightly said, over 30 years he's been living with a death threat. He had to change his name to continue writing, and had a pseudonym as well for a while, because of the kind of threat and fatwas against $30 million bounty on his head. So living under that threat, when he and the world thought that maybe the threat is over and that people are not looking for him or to attack him, he's been attacked in the most dastardly manner. We do not have more details apart from the fact that he still is on ventilator, and if there has been any development, since it is late in the night now in New York, we'll have to wait till later in the evening today to get more updates on Salman Rushdie's health.
You know, Geeta, several questions are also going to be raised undoubtedly, given that here's an author who had to go into hiding for 10 years, and that the death threats continue to come in, continue to pour in, unfortunately. How was this man allowed inside with a weapon is a big question. It's obviously a huge security lapse as well, isn't it?
Well, when it comes to the United States of America, you would have seen he came with a knife, and it was an incident of stabbing. But the gun violence and how people are allowed to carry arms is in question, and it has been a debating point for that matter within the United States of America and across the world, Sneha. So the bigger question is whether if Salman Rushdie was accorded security. We do know that in some countries he is accorded security. His book, The Satanic Verses, is banned in most of Islamic nations, and countries that have a huge Muslim population, given that it had a lot of content on Prophet Muhammad, and is a book that has been banned in India as well. So a lot of threat against his life, and he moves with security in certain countries, but not in all. And nobody had suspected or imagined that a man would get onto the stage and stab him in the manner, or he would be attacked in the manner in which he was attacked. But certainly a question for authorities in the United States of America as to the kind of security they provide to people who have fatwa, specifically so, and and bounties on their head. So Salman Rushdie, a man who's been writing some of the most brilliant works, Midnight's Children, if anybody, people who read Salman Rushdie, a Booker Prize winner, um, for him to be attacked in the manner in which he has been attacked, is on ventilator. The situation with regards to his health is serious, Neha, brings to fore the question, and like you rightly asked, that if security should be provided to anybody even after 3 decades or more of
Yes.
having death threats against his life.